knew? We thought so. SVP is mixing things up, and digital TV, it'll never be the same. SVP TV, we're family. We're gonna make you fall in love. SVP. Download the SVP app today on Roku, Apple, and Fire TV. Watch us. You know why? We're gonna make you fall in love. SVP TV. Tune in to Talking Law with attorney Daryl O'Neill and the special guest host, attorney Jerome Payne. Live TV talk on your digital device on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Download the SVP TV app right now. Check us out every Tuesday on Comcast Cable, Channel 17, 8:30 p.m. And we are live every Friday on Facebook Live, 6 o'clock in the evening. You've got a question? Our attorneys have the answer. So let's talk law with attorney Daryl O'Neill on the SVP TV network.
Welcome to Talking Law with Daryl O'Neill. I'm your host. I got my main man Jerome with me.
What's up, Daryl?
Man, we took a week off, didn't we?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, I had a death in my family.
Well, I ain't gonna make no joke about that, man. So yeah, I know that's rough.
I just wasn't up to doing the show as much as I love the show, and then I had my family reunion. And I appreciate you, man, allowing me to take that time off.
No, man,
try to regroup.
I know it's a right to work state, but I can't fire you on everything, man.
so yeah, Daryl, I appreciate that, man.
Oh man. So, Jerome, I want to. I guess we need to say Facebook. Look at this, Facebook. Check this out. I got the phone. You live. You can call. We answer your phone calls. So if you've not taken advantage of this freebie, that's on you.
I don't understand it, Daryl.
Okay.
When do you ever get a chance to talk to lawyers and don't have to pay?
Not lawyer, two lawyers. And I mean,
yes. And what? Over half a century.
Man, easily.
Yeah. And clip or something like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
But
We got
I'm
something.
sorry, I keep interrupting you. So make sure you do your shout outs.
So we do need to shout out to the apps.
Yes.
So Facebook Live, YouTube Live, SVP TV app,
Yes.
Roku, Apple TV, all of those things. I think it's also I said Roku.
You did say that.
Roku.
Yes.
All of those things will allow you to see the show live,
Right.
answer questions, ask questions, and get involved. And we always want to engage people. We love those shows where
No
we can engage
question
people.
about it.
And we don't care whatever we're talking about, regardless of the topic. We will answer any question.
That's right. And they can see the show recorded on Tuesday nights at 8:30 on Comcast Channel 17.
Channel 17. So then we need to say shout outs to California. My son went back out to California, so now I got at least one California fan.
All right.
So shout outs to California again. Shout outs to Little Rock, West Memphis. Shout out to Shelby County, Memphis. Shout out to Mississippi. Shout out to Missouri, great state of Missouri. Mom, good to see you.
She's going back there.
No, I keep telling you, man, I ain't never letting her leave, man.
And there, our hearts, minds, and prayers go out to our city, man. Our city is, I don't really understand exactly what's going on, but we're praying that the Lord will intervene and help us in our city. We've had tragedy after tragedy after tragedy in this 1 week. So, folk, we're praying for you.
Yeah. Don't forget this weekend is the Southern Heritage Classic.
That's right.
And it's my understanding that this is the last Southern Heritage Classic.
With these particular teams.
Is it these teams or period?
I think I was thinking it's just these teams.
Wow.
I know one of the schools was putting out.
Well, Jackson State, we know Jackson is pulling out.
Right.
But that's been a tradition for a long time.
At least 28 years or so. And also there, I was in, to show you how important the Classic is, I was in Chicago, the area, Oak Terrace, Illinois, and when I said I was from Memphis, everybody started saying, well, I'll see you next weekend, because they were headed to the city for the Classic.
Wow.
So, and African Americans are celebrating HBCUs like never before. Have you seen it? How
No.
the uptick is for them? Because we got Eddie George, we got
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders. These professional players.
You used to have Doug Williams that used to be Gramblin's coach at one point.
He did Super Bowl. He did some stuff in
He
the
was-
Super Bowl.
He was
that
Super Bowl
just
MVP.
fantastic
Yeah, he was
stuff.
Super Bowl MVP. So today's show, we're gonna dub it "Contractors Going Wild."
What?
Oh yeah. So we're gonna talk about contractors. And here's the thing: we're gonna talk about how do you protect yourself against the contractor.
That's good, Daryl. That's good.
Jerome, you ever had any contract work done?
I've had it. I've had some several times, and even I have experienced them not doing what they have promised to do.
Yeah. The problem that you always run into is that at some point the contractor is going to want more. At some point the contractor is going to say, oh, I didn't envision that I was going to deal with this. And then, or they're going to have something in there, they're going to say, for defects that I cannot see,
Right.
I'm
Right.
going to charge you additionally for that. And it always goes more.
Right.
So let's talk about that.
And what do you do there if they've already got your place torn up? You had to because we were out of our home for at least 6 months. But the insurance company put us up in a hotel. But even that runs out at some point. So, are you required to stick with that same contractor even though that person has failed miserably to perform?
Well, the short answer is no.
Okay.
But there's some nuances. So the contractor or construction law says that you have to give a contractor an opportunity to cure.
And I think that's fair. I think that that the law has always been like that, though, Darren. Notice, and it's when they refuse to return is where the problem is.
Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, if you terminate the services of a contract or you refuse to allow the contractor back, I think there's an argument that you have basically absolved that contractor and you have incurred the responsibility.
I think that's absolutely right. So, Darren, I think we ought to do it on the dual track. Maybe we should do it on the track of the homeowner and one on the contractor.
Okay.
Because they both have rights and responsibilities.
Right.
And so, if either party is not performing, then that probably gives you a right to declare that the contract is null and
Okay,
void.
so let me talk about it from the. I'll take homeowners for a minute.
Okay. Darren, that's mine.
Oh, you want? Okay, and
I'm usually the one who's going to look at it from all sides and not
yeah.
just be black letter law.
yeah.
I'm gonna find a way to
yeah.
try to get something for the homeowner.
I'm gonna call you Chancery Court, because that's the court of equity.
That's exactly
You
right.
know, but
And also, Darren, let's congratulate Melanie.
yeah, Melanie Taylor.
Melanie Taylor.
Yeah.
So now we have 2 African Americans in Chancery Court. One of them is a male, and the other is a female. There's never ever been a female chancellor
In Shelby
until
County.
now.
Yeah.
And so, congratulations to Melanie.
Yeah, that's the. You're
Well, I
right.
knew she was Taylor, so I can't. Is she still
that's-
Taylor?
I think
I
I
think
seen
her
her sign
married-
as Jefferson.
I think her married name.
Yeah, but
now.
I've always, I think I still call her Melanie Taylor. but she does, I think she goes now by Melanie Taylor Jefferson.
Okay.
This is my.
She's going to do an excellent
I think
job.
so. I think so.
And you know, Darryl, I'm kind of deviating a little bit. We in this country have really not utilized women as much as we should have. They're over 50% of the population.
Yeah, yeah.
And so whenever we diversify the way we're doing now, it's always advantageous to do that.
Yeah, and something, I don't know if you knew this or not, the Senate confirmed Andre Mathis
I did see that.
a couple days ago.
And you know how they did it?
Mm-mm.
One Republican voted to confirm him.
Because it was a 48 to 47.
48 to 47.
Yeah.
And had he not switched, he could vote to break the tie.
Correct.
But it's my understanding that they would have had to bring it back again because 47 to 47 would not have been enough.
Yeah, I thought my understanding is if it would have been 47-47, then the vice president breaks the
Could
tie.
vote the tie.
Yeah.
That's possible, but I wanted to emphasize that there was a Republican who crossed party lines.
So there must have
To
been,
confirm
because it's
Andre.
50-50 if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Uh,
Well, it's actually, what, 48 to 50, because you got two independents who usually vote with the Democrats. Bernie Sanders is not a Democrat.
Okay.
He's an independent. And I think there's another one who's an
oh,
independent.
is Lieberman still on it? Is that Lieberman, Joe Lieberman?
Not even Lieberman's gone a long time ago.
Okay.
In fact, he's passed away there, didn't
I don't know.
he? Yeah, because
I remember him being
ran
ran
with Mondale.
as
so-
I remember he ran as an independent.
Yeah, but there's two independents, but they vote with the Democrats a lot. So
Okay.
that's why we were able to get 50-50.
Okay.
And so I'm shouting out to that Republican who put the needs of the country above party because the Republicans are off the rail right now.
Yeah.
And then they get upset when you call them names.
Well,
They don't want to be called
well,
certain things.
I don't know that anybody
call-
want to be called
Don't
names,
call
man.
me a fascist. But everything the man is trying to do, they vote against it.
Right.
And Biden is now taking the gloves off and coming at them swinging. And I love it. Because now we're getting some things done.
All right, I let Jerome
Thank you, man.
Jerome his political thing.
What
He don't went on
Derek,
political. He went all.
Derek,
I don't know what to call. He done went all
I
off.
have been an activist my entire adult life. Even when I was at the University of Memphis, I was the president of the Black Student Union, and we did some marvelous things there. We boycotted the cafeteria because at that time there were no blacks who were in managing positions at all. They were there. They were servers. They were busting the tables, but they could not be managers. So we turned that thing around. We are responsible for putting black babies on the Pampers, with diapers. They had them on the commercial, but they did not have them on the packaging. So we did that. We also fought for some black professors to come to University of Memphis. I've been an activist all my entire life, and so why would I stop now after becoming an old man? In fact, I am so excited now about young lawyers like yourself who are coming up now. Let me know that the profession is safe.
All right, so we're gonna talk about contracts.
Okay, man, all right.
All right. So, because I know, hey, we get Jerome on these civil rights marches, boy.
It's a
that,
brighter day ahead.
Yeah, I have to watch out. Jerome liable to stand on the table on this mug, But that's all right though, because I believe in the rights, man. I'm not gonna take nothing away
Darren,
from.
let me just say a couple of things. Look, Serena Williams turned tennis upside down on his head. Venus Williams. Have you seen the movie
No, I haven't.
King Richard?
No, I haven't.
It's a great movie.
Man, I got work to do, man.
No, but take time. Even while you're working, you can
You know what
watch.
I'm saying?
Even while you're working, you can watch King Richard. You can see how the man developed those little girls.
I
He
saw
spotted
it
them.
live.
Oh,
I saw it live. I watched tennis even when they were young girls.
really?
Oh yeah, so I saw it live.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And he made a decision that he was going to put them out there and let them compete at the highest levels. And look at them now today.
Yeah.
And then we just had a black USA player. I can't call his name right now. Was the first time he beat all of the top.
Yeah. You talking about
Was it
Teofilo?
Teofilo?
Yeah.
First time Nadal's ever been beat in.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean,
Nah,
well, look, it's the
no.
first time that there's ever been an African American at this level, black male.
Not true.
A black male? At this,
No,
recently.
in recent years,
because
you
Arthur
remember-
Ashe
was the first.
Was a heck of a
Yeah, Arthur Ashe won that tournament.
Right,
He won
okay.
the U.S. Open.
Right.
So yeah. All right, let's get on
Okay,
track,
all right,
man.
man.
All right.
All right.
Determine what it is that you want. You need to reduce that to writing. And, you don't have to have the contractor write your contract for you. You can write your own terms of what it is that you want. See, because you want to be clear on what it is that you want.
And I think too there that the size of your project makes a difference too, whether you're going to have a contractor who is licensed or not. Because if you can have a contractor doing work for less than $25,000, and it's not required to be licensed. Isn't that correct?
Well, the rule changed.
Okay.
Actually, if it's less than 3,000.
Oh, so we reduce it all the way down to
Yeah,
3?
the rule has changed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the rule changed. It's 3,000. If it's 3,000 or more, you have to have a license.
licensed contractor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, and even if it's a big project,
Right.
you know what it is that you want. Okay, I want a house built. Okay, I want my house to have 4 bedrooms, right?
Okay.
I wanted to have 3 baths. I wanted to have a kitchen, living room, dining room. Even if, regardless of how big the project is, you know what it is that you want.
Right.
And then you can say, I want my house to be 3,000 square foot, 4,000 square foot. I'm sitting on an acre of land. I want the house to be at the front or the back. I don't think it matters the size of the job. I think that you know what you want. I think you can put whatever it is that you want in writing. Now, obviously, if you're going to build a house, it requires architectural plans
Right.
and approval and things of that nature. But that doesn't change what it is that you want.
Okay.
So once you everybody, unless it's probably even more so you should do it if it's a family friend.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a friend or a
Oh, my
family,
goodness.
you should get a performance bond.
Oh,
You
my
should
goodness.
make them get a performance bond.
Yes.
And a performance bond says this: if you don't do my job, or you screw my job up, or you walk away from the job, I can get my money back off of that bond. So you need to get a performance bond that protects your job.
Right.
And if your contractor can't get a performance bond, guess what? Don't use them. I mean, it's the real simple things. If you go and use Pookie, you'll get a Pookie contract. And when Pookie walks off of your job and leave your house all raggedy, when you go sue Pookie,
Okay.
you ain't gonna get nothing because Pookie ain't got a window to piss
He
out of.
or she
Yeah.
doesn't have
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's why they're trying to get.
That's why they
That's
want
why they're
your
trying to
money.
build your
Yeah,
house.
yeah. Well, my father said, he ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, And so, if you sue Pookie, you're suing them for negative returns.
And if they start talking about, well, we can kind of you can kind of cut this out or you can cut that out.
Yeah.
You got a problem right there.
Yeah, I really
Being
do.
notified right then that there's a problem here.
A good contractor, number one, is going to have a license.
Yes.
Now, there's people that know construction and they can do it and they have the skills, and they don't have a license. That don't mean they don't have the skills.
Right.
But if you want to ensure that your job is protected, because if I say, hey, Jerome, I know you, man, I remember you used to do drywall all the time.
Yeah, man.
You're pretty good at it, ain't you, dog?
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, man, come drywall my house.
Look, I'm going to need about $25,000
Yeah.
up front.
Yeah. So when Jerome does the
So I
drywall
get
in my
my
house,
materials.
Yeah.
I got to hire my crew. So you
The-
can give me $25,000 up front,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what people do.
Right.
But the law says that Jerome can't do no work on my house for construction unless he's a licensed contractor that's worth more than $3,000. But guess what? If I hire Jerome, knowing that he doesn't have a license, I am helping Jerome cheat the system, so I have unclean hands.
Oh, wow.
You got to protect yourself.
Okay.
Again, if I use somebody, it may cost me a little bit more money to get this reputable person to do the job, but I got I have, that guy's got a license.
Okay.
Or that lady has a license. That lady or that guy is going to give me a performance bond, or I'm not going to use them.
Okay, okay.
Contractors are a dime a dozen. They out in line waiting to do work. So if you got one that don't want to comply with the rules, do not use them.
Because if you do, you have really committed,
Your own.
it's not a crime, not necessarily a crime, but
It actually does say it in a statute. It does say it's
Is
a
that
misdemeanor.
right?
Yeah, it does say it's a
Wow.
misdemeanor in the statute.
Wow. Well, what unclean hands mean, audience, is that there's always been this term that we use in the law is he who seeks justice must do so with clean hands.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, you cannot have committed something wrong and then try to hold another person who did something wrong responsible, because your responsibility, your wrong is just as great as theirs. So, in other words, you probably just gotta
Yeah, I mean, I
walk
think-
away without anything, right?
Yeah. And there's case law and there's cases out there where people have let other contractors use their license to get permits. And then get mad because that person has done some violation and it falls back on them. Well, the court punishes both parties.
Oh, really? Okay.
It punishes the guy who used the license, and it punished the guy who let him use his license, because they were both working together to commit a fraud.
Wow. Okay.
So, just the simple things. If somebody comes to you and say, "Hey man, well I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, I can do it for, I don't know, man, maybe $5,000." I tell you what, give me $2,500 up front, and I'll get me started, and then we'll go to work.
Well, yeah, that's the same thing that we're seeing too, with like these trees that fall on people's homes,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody rides along and they're going to remove the tree and repair the roof. Would that fall under the same kind of thing?
I
too?
think so. I
That
think
you
so.
would be responsible if you don't check all of the boxes.
Yeah.
That make sure that you got somebody who.
Yeah, I mean, again, the way I understand the statute, and I have to look at it a little more deeper. Supplies is 2,000, but what I do is I buy all the supplies, and then let them do the work for the 2,000. Well, there's an argument. There's some cases out there that said that cumulative. That's
still greater than 3,000.
it's still greater than $3,000.
I got you, I got you.
Because that's what people do. They
Try
will
to be
try to
creative,
manipulate creative
yeah,
to do
yeah,
those things.
yeah.
So if you got somebody doing work on your house, and you don't have a written agreement, you're wrong.
Well, you got to have some type of
That-
written agreement, don't you, Darren?
Man, people,
Don't you have to
dude,
have
there's people come to my
some-
office every
Some little
day.
little scratch out,
Every
I agree to
day.
do so and so and so and so. It could be just as simple as that, couldn't it?
Every day, Jerome. I'm telling you, it could be on a piece of paper. I
Right.
mean, it could be on a little napkin.
On the back
But
of an envelope. or something,
but
yeah.
I'm telling you, there's people that come to my office every day without writings.
Wow.
And so you already start off wrong, right? Then I don't have a problem with giving the contractor some money up front. Okay? Because, everybody's not big contractors.
Right.
Because if you got a performance bond, if you give them some money up front and they run off, you could care less because you got a performance bond.
Right.
I'm not certain that you can't buy your own performance bond.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's an argument. I'm not certain that you can't buy your own performance bond.
Okay.
But you need to have one. Because if they don't do what you... Again, if I'm going to give you money up front, how do I know you're not going to take my money and disappear? I don't know you.
Well,
Dog, I don't even like you.
well, you probably could avoid some of that by hiring a general
I don't know the...
general contractor,
they,
right?
They no different.
Okay, same thing.
Ain't no different. I mean, you swap tomato for tomato. Ain't the same, man.
Okay, I got you, man.
You're the general contractor don't bring nothing to the table
I got
except for they're going to bring oversight.
I got you.
Yeah, man, we got to finish this. Man.
I've seen the same thing happen where once they get the money, they never show back
Yeah.
up again on the job.
And that's
So,
the other thing.
Yeah.
If you allow a contractor to front load the contract,
Yeah.
which means you pay them a lot of money up front,
Right.
then there's no incentive for them to do the back.
That's exactly right.
Because, I could walk away. I got most of the money. I'm out.
And they took your money to complete the other job that they walked away off of. So
Yeah,
Yeah, so you
Again,
got a
that's the
problem.
reason why
Yeah.
you don't. There's very few people that are going to be successful in suing contractors
Wow.
because contractors, for the most part, don't have a pot to piss in or when they throw it out. All they do is they live job to job.
Yeah.
That's the vast majority of contractors live job to job. And so if I got this job and I didn't finish this job, then I'm going to use the money from this job to help me finish that job. That's how
that sounds like a brother just trying to make it, man.
You know what?
It sounds like to me.
It is.
An entrepreneur, that's what they call themselves.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it, man. So
Look,
we gotta give
look,
them some break though, there.
Look, Drum, I don't have an issue with you getting your money. Because, my office, I charge you an upfront fee.
Right.
I haven't done any work. So what is the guarantee that I'm going to do the work? There's a place called the Board of Professional Responsibility that if I don't do what I'm supposed to do,
Right.
they will get on me about that.
That's right.
That's
right.
And
you do not want
you
them
don't want
to intervene
yeah.
in the situation.
And if I don't do it or I don't have the money, as the board sanctions me, they also have a fund to reimburse the client.
That's true.
In the event that I took your money and ran.
That's true.
And I don't have it to pay it back.
That's true.
So look, I want to do some more on this. I'm not gonna let Jerome do like he did this last time, get on the table on me now.
Well,
I'm just messing with you, man.
No, you're right. You're right. I need to stay focused. But when we're talking about
Man, you start
The
talking
rights.
about some rights, boy.
Man,
Jerome, lose
yes,
it,
sir.
boy.
You gotta lose it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, thanks for watching the show. Look, y'all did it again, man. Y'all let this phone not ring. Y'all didn't take any advantage of it.
But they still can call, or
Yeah.
they still can email,
They still
or they
can-
still can
yeah.
do that even when we're not on the air.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And you can make the comments in Facebook and we'll
That's
respond
right.
to them. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching the show. We'll see you back next week.
Ladies, do you feel feminine during your feminine flow? Your monthly cycle, your period? Are you still suffering in silence? The suffering is over. It's time to choose Rain. Rain is an all-natural, premium sanitary napkin with 8 layers of cotton, high-grade polymers, graphene to help cut bacteria by 99.9%. Ladies, let's protect the most precious jewel in the world, you.
Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins do not make any medically backed claims or personal recommendations of any kind. For more information, contact Marilyn McGee.